Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good evening. My name is Mel Tieman, and I am your son or daughter's geometry Accel teacher this year. I think at the start of the year, we had a lot of anxiety and nerves on the student and teacher end, and I've been really blown away with how it has all gone, and I'm thrilled with the remote learning experience. And hopefully you're getting some good feedback from your child that they're learning, they're still connecting with people, and they're maybe having a good time. Maybe that's a stretch, but I really do hope they enjoy and look forward to coming to class. That's one of my main goals. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself, my family of four, my husband and my two boys. We live in LaGrange. Actually, my son Charlie in first and my son Jack third. They just had their first day of school this past Monday, and it looked different going into Ogden, but the same joy and excitement stayed the same, and that was really refreshing to see. A little bit about what we enjoy to do as a family. Well, we love watching Cubs, Bears. I know sports are a challenge right now with everything going on, but we absolutely love still playing baseball. All summer, my son Jack played baseball. We went to games, so at least that was, the survival of summer for us. We love going camping, fishing. I love downhill skiing personally. I've played the piano since I was 4. I really enjoy writing music in my spare time. Not as much spare time lately, but every now and then I get to dabble with that. And we just really like being together. This summer was a lot about being together and maybe a little too much time together, but that's all right. As far as my education and my background, let's go to the next slide. I graduated from University of Iowa in 2002 with with a degree in math and secondary education. Then a little bit later, I got my master's at University of Illinois in curriculum and instruction. And it was really early on in 2002 when I started at LT. This is my 19th year at LT. When I say that out loud, I can't believe it, but I truly have enjoyed every minute of it. I love working at this school. And I love teaching kids in general. So it's just been a joy. I think it's important for you to know why I teach. And I tell the students this on the first day. I had a couple really bad teachers in high school. I mean, they were terrible. All right, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But they really taught me a lot about myself and how I had to be resourceful. I had to learn through the struggles and persevere. And it was really having those bad experiences that made me want to be a better teacher for kids. So that's really why I'm sitting here today talking to you, is because of those experiences. It's interesting how life works out. I actually loved my geometry teacher, so he was a big inspiration to me as well. So I can't, not mention him here. My teaching philosophy is really about the whole student approach. I like math. I have a passion for math, but my bigger passion is just teaching and making connections with kids and seeing them grow throughout the year, getting to know them outside of, math. And I think with remote learning, we're still able to do that. I'll talk more about how I'm connecting with kids later. But let's go to the course goals and the description. So students will deepen their conceptual understanding of geometry and its applications in the real world. They will communicate geometry ideas in the language of math. To simplify a little bit, we started the year by really honing in on some of those algebra concepts that they may have, missed a little bit in the spring with remote learning, like solving quadratics and systems. I've really focused on and incorporated those concepts into geometry at the start of the year and some vocabulary and basic fundamentals of geometry. So that's been eye-opening and really good, I've noticed, to revisit those concepts from algebra. So we'll continue to incorporate algebra concepts into the geometry so they keep strong skills for going into Algebra 2 next year. I'm not going to read you the course description. I don't know, good Friday night reading for you guys if you want that. It's on my syllabus on Canvas, which I will talk about in just a moment. All right, so let's talk about grading practices. So formative assessment is a big thing this year. So feedback, I think of formative as feedback opportunities, a chance for kids to learn and grow through the different objectives and concepts before they get to the summative. So it's 0% as far as a part of their grade in Infinite Campus, but that doesn't mean it matters, 0. No. I tell the students, it is so important you put 100% into your homework, your objective checks, which could be in the form of Canvas quizzes online or practice problems in class. We may do polls to check for understanding in class, but I've already given them some online feedback individually as to how they're doing. I'm going to actually go to the bottom of the slide to Cam Scanner. I've introduced the kids to Cam Scanner app on their phones, which they scan their work as a PDF and they upload it to an assignment I've created on Canvas. So if I'm grading an online quiz on my monitor, I have their quiz with their answers, what they got wrong, and then their work to the right. So I'm still looking at, math, paper, pencil work is so important for me to see their solution process to the answer and give partial credit back on an assessment if necessary, based on what kind of work they had shown. So that's been really great. I've been really excited about that app because the PDFs are more clear, easier to see and read. Now let's go back to summative assessment. Now those are the unit tests. That's going to be 100% of their grade. So the feedback with the formatives and them completing those is extremely important to then learning from those types of problems for the summative, where they're going to see similar types of questions. Okay, so that covers grading practices. It's also on the syllabus. As far as class dynamics and materials needed each day for our Zoom classes, we are going to incorporate warm-ups. Sometimes when I'm letting the kids into class individually, there's a warm-up ready to go. It depends on the day. I'll do polls again for checks for understanding. We do breakout rooms, not only group breakout rooms that I can pop in on them while they're working in groups, but my favorite part of the year so far has been putting them all into their individual breakout room. So I can pop in while they're starting the assignment for homework maybe, and I can just connect with them and see how it's going. It's been really fun. It's hard to get to every kid in every class, but through different classes, I keep trying to get to know each one of them individually. So there's also a little bit of direct instruction going on, clearly, and then I've talked about formative and summative already as far as how we run class. Okay, I've really talked to the kids a lot about organization too, being key to success. So materials they need every day: pencils, erasers, colored pen, more so to correct their work, so it pops out at them and what they need to work on. Scratch paper is an essential. And then I'm uploading a lot for them to print, but if they don't have a printer, they're using paper, scratch paper, and in a spiral to write down their stuff. And of course, the good old calculator. So for extra help opportunities, I pretty much every class I'm telling them, I am just an email away, you guys. Email me anytime you need something. We can set up a session together, even a one-on-one Zoom, maybe during the VP time. They just have to email me and we'll schedule it and I'm available. So the key is communication, and make sure they reach out if they need something. And if a kid is struggling, I'll reach out to them individually as well. And there's the schedule for the Lion Gold and Blue Day, which is also on the LT website, I believe. Okay, now to our Canvas homepage. I love this Canvas homepage. It's got everything in one spot, which is pretty great. You can see here, I say I will update weekly calendars with all necessary links each week. The kids know this, they're getting used to it. I do put the most current week at the top of the page. They have the link right here. Also, there's the course syllabus I've been referencing at the top of the page next to the course name under my email. We have class norms that the students developed that I typed up to remind them of what they have determined the class norms to be. And then you can see I have in class and a homework column under each day. So they know exactly if they miss class, they can go to the notes key and see what they missed. Or if they have to go back to the notes and reference something, I post the homework, the blank. If it's a worksheet, it's not always a worksheet, sometimes a book assignment, but a lot of worksheets in this class. And then I post the key as well. And if we do like here, you can see we have a formative they've been assigned for this week on Wednesday. It's a Canvas quiz, so they have a link to everything they need for uploading their work and taking the Canvas quiz. I say quiz, but it's a formative, not for a grade, but more of a learning opportunity. All right, so you can go to the Canvas page if you want to, check it out a little more in detail at any time. So thank you for taking the time to watch this, to get to know me a little bit, to get to know how the class runs. If you ever have questions, don't hesitate to email me anytime. I would, love to help in any way I can. And I truly love what I do. That's what I want you to know. It's been really refreshing to settle down the nerves of how this is all going to work and really feel proud of what we've accomplished and what we're going to accomplish. So I treat your child as, I teach and treat them how I'd want my own kids to be taught or treated. So that's really important for me that you know that. We're going to have a rockin' year. Thank you so much. And thanks a lot for your support at home. I greatly appreciate it. Take care and have a good night.